To be honest, I never really do these kind of things, but today is a special day and I thought that I'm going to share it with you. Cheers! It's a wine. I won it on a pub quiz a few days ago. It's very sweet. White wine. Probably you can recognize the glass. Summertime, I took my girlfriend to Paris Disneyland and I bought this set of glasses. It has the Mickey Mouse on it, the mouse with the ears, easily recognizable, and the special occasion was for these glasses because the Disneyland became 30 years old. Oh yes, and I brought it home and it couldn't even handle 2 weeks. I broke one of them. So this is the wine I won on a pub quiz, and it's very interesting. It has a very unique name, but like very unique. It's called 19 Crimes, and I'm going to read up what it's what's written on the back side of it. It says Chardonnay. I don't think it's a Chardonnay because it's very sweet. It's okay. Today, at least of my problems. Even when I drink, it tastes like champagne without the bubbles. So listen to this. A liquid odor to our past. 19 Crimes, that's the name of the wine. 19 Crimes is inspired by those who, beginning of 1788, well, that was not yesterday, 1788, were transported to Australia for life for of hard labor. Many did not survive the journey. For the sea-beaten people who made it ashore, a new world awaited. As pioneers in a harsh frontier colony, they forged fresh pathways and built new lives from their conquered, checkered past, brick by brick. This wine honors the history they wrote and the culture they built. Well, not an ordinary text you find on wines, definitely. Yes, be drinking 19 Crimes Chardonnay. Very sweet. From the last remaining glass from Disneyland. So I'm in my bed and let me tell you a story. I had a really terrible day, but like super terrible. I never had. I think that was the worst day ever. Of course, you cannot compare it with the people in Turkey because yesterday, Monday morning, I believe, there was a big earthquake in Turkey and Syria as well, and estimated 4,300 people died. There are many ways to exit this world, but I think the worst is the earthquake. And I was reading an article where it was well detailed how people using the social media reported that for hours and hours they were underneath of collapsed buildings and oh god, Turkey experiencing one of the worst inflation right now. So the earthquake, it's never a good time for an earthquake, but this is the worst time ever to get the earthquake. And Syria, well, absolute disaster already, and then they get this earthquake. My heart goes out to those affected. It will take years or even decades to rebuild. this kind of thing. 7.8. I don't know. I right now I'm in London. But I was not born here. I am coming from Eastern Europe, and we are lucky enough that we don't have earthquakes. But for a long time, I wanted to move to LA, to Los Angeles. So I really looked into this whole thing, earthquakes and everything, and oh God. And then when I was younger, I wanted to move to LA, and then before 2020, I wanted to move to Japan again. Earthquakes all the time. And now it's like Turkey. I did not expect that it's gonna happen there in Turkey, and apparently the same thing happened in 1999. But even one that is bad, but 4,300 people. That is a crazy number. And but this kind of thing you cannot prepare yourself for. So Turkey and Syria, this is really terrible. But let me tell you about my day. But first, I really wanted to share this about Turkey and Syria, the earthquake, especially if you watch this video like 5 years from now. Because what I do when I find someone interesting anywhere, I find an interesting channel. I watch the video I'm interested in, and then I check their channel and I go all the way back for the very first videos and stuff, and I watch them. So sometimes I watch YouTube videos and Facebook videos from 5 years ago and 6 years ago. So that's why I just wanted to put it into context where are we right now. It's January. Today is very foggy. I work at nighttime, yeah. And when I finished this morning, I left my building where I work. Wait a second. I need to do something with this phone because my hand is getting tired. I'm after work. I worked at nighttime, and when I left my building, I made a video for my friend. He moved to Brazil. He got married to a Brazilian guy, and he moved to Brazil, and and he's not gonna come back to Europe. So, but in the beginning, I was writing text, and then I said that maybe, maybe just, maybe just a little bit, maybe he is missing London. So instead of a text, every time when I wanna say something to him, I just send a video so he can see the city of London. And today morning it was I don't remember now, but it was like very close to zero. It was like super cold. It's February. We are very close to Valentine's Day. It was very cold and it was very foggy. So basically, you couldn't see anything at all. So I made a video that this is London. It's either foggy and you cannot see anything at all, or raining. And today morning it was raining and it was foggy as well. And I said, "Do you miss this?" In Brazil, where it's like 30 degrees right now. This is so strange, and because we used to travel together a lot. We used to travel a lot with Cedric, and I did not spend too much money on travel because I used to travel to New York to see the family and friends, and so basically I was spending money on long distance flights, and he was the one who introduced me to short distance flights. So we went every weekend, we went somewhere to Paris, to Portugal, with lots of places. And if so, that's why I'm very thankful for Cedric, for him, because without him I wouldn't have done that at all. I would be all the time in London, and then once or twice a year I would fly to New York. So because of him, my life was like very colorful, with full of experiences and crazy things, because without him I would never travel Europe at all, because I was not interested at all. So because of him, I know so many things, and lots of experiences from every single country in Europe. So I'm very thankful for that. And now he moved to Brazil, and I don't think he is going to come back. Anyway, so what happened is I wanted to talk to you about my day. I work at night time, and what happened is it was a crazy night, one of the worst night ever had. I needed to make a decision based on my instincts, and my instinct said no, and I said yes. There are many reasons for that, and I'm not going to go into details. I have lots of friends who do not work because they get supported by the family, or they inherited lots of money so they don't have to work. So for them it would be quite difficult to explain this. But those who work, probably they were in this situation. Hopefully they were never been, and they never will be. But probably there is very high probability that they experience this when they got some sort of paperwork that needs the approval of at least 4, 5, 6 people, and then one day the paperwork comes with zero approval, like nothing on it at all, and you need to approve it like very very quickly. And obviously you should say no. You go like, excuse me, I need 4 names on this paper. I need four stamps of approval. There is a procedure to follow. Like you need to do this, and then it comes to me. Not like I shouldn't be the first one to see this. Yeah. So I said, but I did some things, I poked around a little bit, like, are we sure we're doing this? I was asking myself over and over, are you sure? Are you really want to do this? What's your instinct say? What's your heart says? What's your work experience, long years of work experience saying? And I was like, no, 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 no. And then I said yes, for 3 simple things that was there. So my judgment was based on 3 different things. And right now I'm at home. I'm drinking this wine I won on the pub quiz, 19 crimes, and waiting, waiting. I will know probably this evening. Now I'm gonna go to bed. You can see that I'm very tired. I'm gonna go to bed, and when I wake up I will know what happened with the, with the paperwork and everything. Oh my god, crazy night. I don't wish upon my worst enemy to experience this at all. Rules are there to follow them, and yeah, I took all this responsibility on myself. I shouldn't have done that, I think. But there were, I asked some questions, and there were 3 things, and based on that 3 things, I said, okay, I'm going to take this risk. Yes, I did that. You see, oh my god, I'm so stressed right now. So stressed. I went to the park after work, after my night shift. I went to the park, And I realized that I cannot even see the trees because there's a fog, and there's the distance you can actually see is like 5-10 meters or something like that, and there's like fog, completely this white, gray, white fog. So I was like, okay, I came to the park to relax. I said it's not gonna happen, so I just went home, and we are going to see what's gonna happen. Yeah. At least the wine is good. I mean, it's too sweet. I don't think it's a Chardonnay. I think they just wrote it on the label is Chardonnay, but it's very sweet. But it's okay. Maybe this is what I need right now. And again, this day started so good. I had pancakes for breakfast and stuff. Last time I had pancakes, it was like a year ago or something, and it was homemade from scratch. So good. With chocolate and cinnamon and things like that. The day started really good. And when the day started, I didn't even know about this earthquake in Turkey. Well, I hope it's gonna be fine. What I did at work, I really hope it's gonna be fine. Otherwise, it's gonna be a milestone, like the worst mistake I ever done in my life. You know this wine what I'm drinking right now? This Australian wine, this 19 Crimes. I started the video by reading up the text on the back of the bottle. I didn't even want to drink this. What I wanted to do is like make it into a mulled wine. Mulled wine is usually made of red wine. You know, when you put it in a pan and you boiled it with spices, and it's like has an amazing taste. Usually they make it with red wine. It's very rare when they make it with white wine. I said, okay, let's do this time. But like I came home after this crazy night, foggy morning, crazy decisions, earthquake in Turkey. You know, because oh my god, I forgot to tell you this. This is very important information, addition to the story, because my next travel will be to Turkey. It's a road trip, the north part of Turkey. Maybe this year, maybe next year, we'll see. But probably because of the earthquake, it's not gonna happen this year. Okay, time for me to finish the rest of the wine from from the last remaining Disney glass for the 30th birthday of the Paris Disneyland. You don't see it on the picture. I'm recording this with my mobile so I can see myself, and you don't see it on the picture how red I am right now because I'm using right now I'm lying on the bed, so on the light on the ceiling is very strong. You don't see how red my face is. Okay, I'm going now. Bye. I keep you posted.